Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm licking it.
I've got balls of steel.
All week long.
Order in the court. Mikey, I've been bamboozled. This Miss Fink looks a lot different.
Man, does she ever? This is Fink's courtroom area, but I guess maybe she's out sick.
Maybe. Or it's the holidays. People do take off and go to the Bahamas, I hear. So,
this is extra innings for her, perhaps. But yeah, that's not Fink at all.
That's not Fink either.
No, he's not Fink.
That is Kelvin. Anyways, so yeah, welcome to We Got a Case. Can jump around a little bit, different Zoom things. Can watch people blow their nose. That's always good. Never know what we're gonna find because it's live. He's probably Mikey. They just went live, so I'd imagine they're gonna do some reading of things and such. So if you've got something for us, I say we start there.
I feel like. By the way, any second, Magistrate Cameron could be like...
Once again, the communication process is broken down.
Why do I feel as if Magistrate Cameron is a backup, not here all the time?
Oh, yeah. He's here like maybe two weeks a month, maybe 2 weeks a year.
To what?
Weeks.
Went on a school trip one time. We bought a small cassette deck with one speaker on it. And a Tony single that actually, they're not always singles. You get a shit song on the back.
Well, you get the B-side on the other side. Or it could just be an instrumental, so you can feel like you're putting on the hits.
Yes. And we thought we'd be really annoying because, why not? And played it on the bus the entire, 2 hours home over and over and over again. It was the Feels Good song. And it was over and over and over again, as loud as that one little Radio Shack speaker would go. And yes, we did get yelled at. Fire Captain, everybody else checking in. Good to see you guys. It's Terminator.
So, Creed, before we went live, I was stumbling around the vast seas of courtrooms we have among us. And I found one. I don't know if we've been to it. It's in Michigan. So there's a chance we have. It's the 27th District Court. The judge has, by the way, a beautiful highlight right here in the front of her hair, which I like. And this gives off so many Judge Kim vibes when I watch this. So many. I mean, I know we're boring the guy right here beside me.
Well, as we were getting set up and getting ready to go, I basically just saw the top of his head like he was taking a nap, and then he'd just be like this, just looking around at nothing.
Marky
and Gary.
All right, guys. So when he's had enough, we've had it. That's a big dude.
A big dude.
Ooh, I say yes, sir, no, sir to him, even though he's in jail. But I feel what
love it.
That I thought I was going to die at that concert, by the way. One of the few times I've thought I was going to die in the pit.
Beautiful hair.
He does, and he's got it Wayne Static style. All right, let's quit making references no one will understand. And
don't mention Wayne's hair, please.
So my numbers: Isabella Farrell 22 300575.
All right, she's got a raspy voice, and I don't think we've ever
Isabella
been
Farrell. Oh, sorry.
And she's 12.
Good morning. Your name, please. All right, and so please raise your right hand. You solemnly swear from the testimony about to give this man be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Surely she didn't do anything too bad,
and
right?
then, you are here because it's alleged that on October 19th of 22, at Roosevelt High School that you had in your possession vape. And
Yeah.
as to that allegation, how do you plead? All right, and you understand you have the right to have a hearing in this matter. by entering
Not
into
guilty,
the
not by
hearing.
Gene.
Vape
Creed.
Creed.
Threatened you or coerced you in any way for you to enter into a plea.
You know, they have good vapes that have like the weed in it,
And
the devil's lettuce.
Ooh,
I heard.
you understand
allegedly.
the potential penalty in this matter, correct?
Yes.
And knowing all that, you still want to continue with the plea. All right, so what is it that you did that would render you responsible for possession of vape at school?
I was in the bathroom and she had walked in on me. And
Who's she?
my assistant principal at my school,
Okay,
and it was in my hand.
okay, and it was yours?
Yes.
It wasn't yours?
No,
Whose was it?
it was some girl from my school. I don't know her name.
Ah, the
So,
likely story.
How did it end up in your hand?
I was holding it.
Okay, so you're using
Holding it
somebody
for a
else's
friend,
vape
Creed.
that they put their mouth on.
She put her mouth on someone else's vape.
Might be a
What
13-year-old.
was in the vape?
It's high school, Creed.
What was in the vape?
I don't know. It was a freeze.
Okay, you don't know what else was in
I
it?
believe yesterday there was one where they foot bailed in 2
So,
seconds. Is
You
that
have
it?
to- you have to say,
Yeah.
you have to verbalize. Was that no?
No.
So you don't know what's in it, yet you're putting it in your body.
Mm.
You're using somebody else's vape that they
Talking
put their
to.
mouth on.
Don't never put your mouth on somebody else's thing.
In school,
You
though.
think that's a good
You
idea?
guys missed the part. It was in school.
But yet you did it.
Doing a hard time,
And
baby.
how old are you?
16.
And this is your second offense, not your first time. When are you gonna figure it out that you can't use that?
Life of
Jilf.
crime.
Jilf.
I apologize. And I am making changes. I'm also taking
TNC.
to help with
More jokes you guys won't get.
And what changes have you made?
She's 16. Of course she is.
True, Mikey Mike. You are true. Correct.
All right, the court's going to accept your
Expert.
plea of responsible.
One day
The
it's
court's going to indicate,
Knox will tell you.
vaping one day, Creed.
Cocaine.
The next.
That's right. Yep.
are
Leads to
you
everything.
working?
I heard that.
not currently. No.
Were you working?
Yes.
Where?
I was working at Stroh's and I was working at a nail salon.
Okay, and so and you're not working either anymore?
No,
Why not?
I had
I was only-
to focus more on my grades because
It's only working to earn vape money, Your Honor.
So I was kind
She
of
quit to
trying
work more on her grades.
Yes,
And
of
so how
course.
are your grades?
They're pretty good right now. They're doing good.
Pretty good.
What does good mean?
I am passing my classes.
Okay, passing with D's, C's?
I have an A, I have some B's.
She's 16, Your Honor. They're not D cups.
Strictly A's.
Okay. And so for your fines and costs, how are you proposing to pay those?
Don't talk about his hair.
I'm gonna be doing chores, probably babysitting to help get money to pay it off.
All right. Of course, we're going to indicate $150 fine.
Goodness.
Yeah.
You're going back to work, girl.
The court's going to indicate you have until February 3rd. So that's a little over 2 months. So
I get a lot of
I was
Christmas money
asking
from my
for
grandma,
Christmas,
so-
perhaps you may want to
Okay.
give them the information. They can just pay here directly on your behalf, or you can put money as your request on your wish list or whatnot.
If she's only getting $150 for Christmas, I feel
Yeah,
bad.
February 3rd. And ma'am, I certainly hope I'm not going to see you in here again.
Two-time loser, Creed. Third
All right,
strike's
thank you.
coming up.
All right, have a good day.
Okay, Kate, but that's got to be rare, right?
This
I
is a
mean,
matter of the city of Wyandotte
Oh, I knew
versus
some
Ryan
girls,
Whelan,
Creed.
227-006-8724.
When I was in high school.
Yeah, get married, bro.
Muy bien. Muy bien. Oh, look at this cool dude.
Good
Way to go
morning,
behind-
evening, please.
before the school board.
Oh,
My
no, you have to be
God.
much louder, sir. All right, and so, sir, you're here because it alleges that you were in possession of alcohol and you're under the age of 17, well, clearly 21 and under the age of 17. And sir, please
Wow.
raise your right hand.
Partying.
Solemnly swear to the
Was
testimony
it
you give,
that,
the truth, the whole truth,
Peanut butter
nothing but the
whiskey
truth.
that.
Well, Sir, you have to be much louder.
I mean, make it for kids.
We
Creed.
can't pick you up on the
Me too,
recording.
Courtney. Me
Speak
too.
directly into the microphone, please. Okay. All right, and sir, as to the allegation that you were in possession of alcohol under the age of 17, how do you plead?
God.
Was that responsible or not responsible?
Hello, Mary.
No, sir, you have to speak directly into the microphone because you're very.
By the way, the hair
Not
moving count
responsible?
is at 2.
Are you pleading responsible that you were going to plead guilty if you thought it was a misdemeanor? It's a civil infraction. So do you want to plead responsible or not responsible? Responsible. So you want to conclude everything today? You want to take responsibility for
3.
possession of the alcohol? Is that what you want to do? Sir, do you have any adult here with you today?
Did you drive yourself here?
Yes?
That's funny you say that, Dallas Ellis. I
So
picked
you
up
can have a
knots from the
conversation
airport
with
one time.
whoever's here with you?
Filled my truck filled with
Okay, we'll recall this. matter.
wonderful smells.
Okay, and while you're having a conversation with that adult, of course,
Seriously,
what's it called?
you flew
The
with
matter
that?
of
I'm
City of
gonna
Wyandotte
come back
with
to
Alexis
him.
Kavanaugh,
It's gonna go talk to Martin again.
I'm sorry, 212469335A.
Almost.
Can't wait.
Willow. Another. Do you have a vape
Here's
too, or
the
did you
appearance for the people,
vaping
please.
alcohol?
Good morning, Your Honor. Billy Joe Taylor on behalf of the people, City of Wyandotte.
Thank you, and ma'am, your name, please.
She got somebody.
You have to be much louder, right into the microphone. One can talk at a time, right into the microphone.
Well, that's
please.
actually
Alexis
the
Kavanaugh.
that's
All right, so today's the date we adjourned.
prosecution
to
creed.
Defendant was to bring in her grades for all of her classes in attendance. And did you do that, ma'am? Why not?
You had one job. Bring in your grades. We put this off until you could bring in your grades.
Uh-oh.
You show up for court, you didn't bring in your grades.
Not off to a good start.
Not good start at all.
You just gave up.
I don't know how I was supposed to grade for 70.
Did I say that you needed to, what I said was to bring in your grades for all of your classes and your attendance.
Hector's gonna be in a jail in Russia soon with that
So you could have
WNBA.
had 17%, which was a need, and you could have been doing work and turning it in and brought it up to a 48%, which is still a need, but it's showing improvement.
She had a
You didn't even abide by this
17.
court's order. You decided upon yourself, you just weren't going to do it.
He'll be back, wingman.
I mean, I tried, I went to classes, I went to school, I turned in work while I was adjourned, but I didn't bring it in.
I haven't turned in work when I didn't have to.
Even
With
though this
oysters,
court ordered
family.
you to bring in your grades and your attendance.
Your Honor, I believe that I have a copy from Scott Gillespie there of her grades and attendance. She is skipping multiple classes. Her grades are all E's except for a D-. She has not attended to bring up any. I have had conversations with the stepmom and the father on this in the last 30 days. The last court hearing 30 days ago, you asked me to meet with the defendant, and I did. And I have spoke with stepmom and dad during this process. She has ran away from home for 6 days during this time. She has no respect for this court or any level of authority whatsoever.
Damn.
Just smoking pot. I would request that she be drug tested today. Doesn't care about her grades, doesn't care about getting a job. I had lengthy conversation with her when she was here 30 days, to the point that I even offered her a job at my office for 2 hours a day. She goes to school right down the street. Her parents work till 5. They live in Lincoln Park. They have a hard time with their work schedules. And I'm like,
Shit,
2 hours a
man.
day, I can pay you. It would be something under your belt. If you don't find something in a week or two, call me. That job is there. Never heard from her.
Oh,
Absolutely nothing. She refuses
her.
to follow the parents' rules. She refuses to go to school. They drop her off. She leaves. I don't know what.
In the
path
front
she's
door,
on,
out
but
the
I
back.
had talked to her about her choices and consequences of those choices. Nothing is getting through. 16 years old, making horrible choices.
Damn.
Ma'am, you were offered a job.
It's coming in
Yeah,
hot.
I have a
You put
couple
the hammer down.
So my mom actually does it back in school. My friend always does. And
Oh, so
I
her
didn't
mom's
take the
fault,
job
Creed.
Because
Of course.
yes, it's on the street, but during the winter, my distance was to walk home. And it's still from the school, like that's a hard walk from my house. And I also
Uphill
don't
both
have a
ways.
phone, my own phone that I could have called her off, even though I could have used my mom's, yes, but. And then just doing like work in school when I'm already struggling. Not only like with school, but mentally.
Of course you're struggling. You're never there.
Refuses to attend counseling, refuses to go to her mom's to live in Connecticut. There's no choices here.
Apparently my parents are lying on me because I have multiple texts asking me to look at my mom's parents.
Oh,
Oh, the tears.
I'm not one of
Here
your
we
friends,
go.
so don't curse on the record here.
I
understand.
I said false.
You said shit.
I said all that is false.
So who's here with you today?
shit.
My stepmom.
Okay,
Hmm.
well, good. Stepmom, come on up.
I
Oh.
think the parents are going to get a talking to, Mikey.
Mystery guest, come on up.
Yeah, the
Unexpected.
next contestant.
Can you state and spell your first and last names for the record?
Nicole Janishek.
You spell your first and last names.
NICOLE.
Speaking of embarrassing.
Thank you. So is Alexis asked to go live with her mom in Connecticut?
Once in the last
It's
month.
yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Two.
so why can't she go live with her mom in Connecticut?
My reason being is it's just her way of taking off and getting out of here again, and getting out of everything that's going on right now.
What's everything that's going on?
Her failing school, not abiding by the rules.
Everything that's going on right now, Creed. You know, like her not doing her work, her not going to school. It sounds like all of
Every
her
bit of it.
problems have something to do with her. I mean, I'm being judgmental, but I am.
You know, when she wants to, whatever she wants, whenever she wants. She just
Do you hear
wants
somebody
everything
whispering?
Yeah, they're whispering in the background. It's really annoying me.
I thought that was, I was like, damn it, Creed's playing the weirdest sound effects today.
No, it's not me. At
I
all.
hear it too.
just-
It's very creepy. I'm kind of scared.
yeah.
And like I tried to tell her, I just want best for you.
Hey, little girl, let me whisper in your ear.
Told her, just get your school records, she wants some, and she, I don't care, I'll just go to Julie. Okay, then, don't go to your mom's, go to Julie and see what it's like.
Ooh,
That's
don't
like
go to
that.
juvie.
So,
I've
Especially
been
when the
asked-
Yin Yang twins are in
I've
the
asked
courtroom.
multiple times in the past couple of years that I haven't really told her.
My man, my man.
why does mom live in Connecticut?
I can't tell you.
Why is your mom in
Did she move to
Connecticut?
Connecticut?
I don't even know where she was born. I don't know. Like,
Do you have a
the
relationship with your
stepmom.
mom?
So mom has just up and left? Is that it?
This is it. Remember, see, they said stepmom and
No,
dad.
stepdad. She has a stepdad.
Oh, did she say stepdad?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
So
I'm confused.
I'm guessing this lady's like an aunt or something, maybe auntie, maybe a good friend of the family.
It's good though when you bring in family because you can get a kind of an idea like real quick. You can kind of make assumptions like, is it her fault?
When you were
Or-
16, did your mom ever go anywhere and not tell you where she went for a very long time?
No, thankfully. Although I do got to tell you very quickly, you have seen firsthand with my allergies and in my adult years are much better than they used to be when I was a
Oh, my
teenager. years old.
goodness.
And I'll never forget one of the most annoying things was being brought into not the vice president or principal, not the principal's office, our actual superintendent.
Ooh.
Who Charlotte Gregory, I'll never forget it. And she was telling my mom about how much pot I smoked and how I have to stop. I never even smoked pot in high school, ever. And it was one of the most annoying things because, my mom is like, mom and dad are like totally on board with, the assumptions that the superintendent is saying.
All because of allergies,
Because of
seasonal
my
allergies.
eyes. And it was so annoying. I don't know what, I don't know why I never got tested. Never got drug. Was that not a thing back when I was in high school? It was a long time ago. But
They didn't test anybody for anything. They barely tested you in school, Creed.
yeah, right.
Okay, so you're asking your dad and stepmom to go live with a person you don't even have a relationship with. Just
So
because she's
She's now
biologically
with the
your
dad
mom.
and stepmom.
Is that yes?
Hmm.
And are you enrolled in counseling? Were you enrolled in counseling? Has she ever been enrolled in counseling?
Might need some.
Why not?
I offered to take her to counseling and she said she would just go and not talk, that I was wasting my money.
That was over like 3 years ago. That was when I first came home. I first started having problems with like anger. And
You first came home, where were you?
So
living with
the
my
pops has custody
I
now.
used to live with
Yeah.
her, but I haven't seen her in like 5-6 years.
She wants to go live with mom, which apparently probably would be a
Hold on.
bad
You
idea.
just said that you asked 3 years ago, or when she asked about counseling 3 years ago, you said you're just gonna go and sit. Because that's when you moved back. So it's been about 3 years since you've seen your mom?
It's been more than 3 years.
Okay, in any event.
She
when
got
you-
mommy
so you
issues,
haven't seen
Creed.
your mom.
Yeah.
Have you spoken to your mom?
Here and there through text, but
Dallas, Alice, 6 beautiful months.
Okay, and so why did you move back from Connecticut to Michigan?
my mom's an unfit mother.
So then why do you want to go back out to Connecticut if she's an unfit mother?
Ooh,
I don't know.
Hi, Donna.
Do you think she's not going to harp on you to do things that you should be
Yeah,
doing?
because she can live life the
School?
way that she wants to with a POS mom.
mm-hmm.
Okay, well, here's what I'm going to do. There's a 15-week program that you're going to participate in.
Do you want to get a drink of water?
I'm sorry. It's such a genuine moment here, but it's the bailiff. The bailiff walks over.
You're right. It is him.
I was wondering, I know you said you wanted $1,500 for that old Dodge Durango you got. I know that son of a bitch burns a lot of oil, so I'm looking to only give you about $1,000, bro. What do you say?
Do you want a drink of water?
By the way, Dasani,
So
We only have salt.
we're going to adjourn this matter out to February. Well, actually,
Jeez.
move it out to January because I want to make sure that you're participating in this program. I don't want you to go too far. I will get I'm going to have you go over to probation. You're not going to be on
Am I-
probation, but they
What's
will
up,
give you the
Mike?
information. And they're going to send in we're going to get all your contact information so that you can communicate via email with them.
She wants to run wild.
And so it's a 15-week program. It's 3 phases. You're going to complete all 3 of those phases.
True.
You are going to attend school. You are going to be drug tested. And you're going to put forth an effort with school.
I didn't hear anything about the sex, so that's
Whether you
good.
like it or not, it's something that you need to do.
That's a win.
You're also going to go into counseling.
I mean, that's next. You know, the baby.
Creed said
So
natural
we'll adjourn
progression.
this to
baby.
January 24th.
Damn.
She's giving her some time.
Yeah.
Jury trial.
10:30 on the 24th.
I mean, this kid would definitely benefit from some counseling of some sort.
Oh, yeah, we have
Yeah.
jury selection that day. Okay,
We
so,
could do 10 o'clock.
Needs some
okay,
help.
10 a.m.
I may need counseling if that monetary monorail keeps looking like that.
Go for Creed. Go for Creed in counseling next.
Oh, Sarge. Yeah, I like this judge. She is straightforward, blunt, to the
See you guys on
point.
January 24th at 10 o'clock. Go ahead and
Is she
see
being drug screened
information.
today, Jerome?
I'm sorry,
Is she being drug screened today, Jerome?
we are, I'm just gonna call you Miss J. Sure, because that's easier.
I gotta get mine out of the shed, Donna.
Are you consenting to Alexis being drug tested today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Alexis is gonna be drug tested today. What's gonna show up in your system today? When did you last use marijuana? Like the other day. What does that mean? Yesterday, 5 days ago, 10 days ago,
Like
what?
5 days.
And where did you get it? All right, just have a sheet open probation. Thank you.
Damn it.
Yeah, I think she deals with these kids pretty good.
All right, and this is recalling the matter of Ryan McEwen. 22.
Oh, here comes the old flipper. He's coming back.
I'd be dead, Donna. I mean, literally dead from smelling that. But I know it's a beautiful scent.
There's number 5, Creed. We're 5 in. That's right, 5.
Speaking of 5, Dallas Alice, thank you.
And
I need it.
See how that rolled in like that?
you're still under oath, and sir, so what's, as to possession of alcohol under 17, how do you plead? Okay, thank you. Thank you for speaking directly into the microphone.
6.
And
If he could, he'd drive a truck like that, right? With his Instagram handle on the back.
Yes.
you understand that you have the right to have a hearing in this matter, correct? And by entering into a plea, you will not have that hearing. By pleading responsible, you won't have a hearing. You
Yeah.
understand that? Right into the microphone. Okay, thank you. Okay, and
7.
has anybody promised or anything, threatened you, or coerced
Hello,
you in any
Hugh.
way for you to enter into a plea?
Hugh.
Georgia Peach, look at
All right,
that
sir,
big
what is it you
guy.
did that would render you responsible for alcohol under 17?
Thank
Alcohol.
No, sir. No, sir.
Is she going to
You
ask
weren't stopped
where?
while you were walking, that would render you responsible for possession of alcohol under 17.
Where'd he get it?
What is it you did that you are responsible for having alcohol in your possession? I need you to tell me what you
What do you
did
think he had, Johnny Bootlegger?
loudly into the microphone.
Something very fruity and tasty.
What did you drink? Crown. And you need to be louder, sir.
Crown.
All right. And was that in your possession?
7.
Whose possession was it in?
I only bought the bottle
were with
because you
your
get that
friend?
little purple thing so I can put my drugs in it, Your
Yeah.
Honor. I wasn't going to drink.
And you were all, you and your friend and the other individuals that were with you were all drinking out of this Crown Royal bottle? And how old are you? 14.
What's that? What'd the bailiff say? I can't believe this kid was drinking Crown Royal. What a puss. There's no way he took it. He was pretending he was taking sips Crown Royale with cheese. Am I right?
Go on.
So where did this Crown Royal bottle come from?
Eight.
Hello, Daryl.
Silence.
Did you bring it? Okay, so where did it come from?
He's no narc. Right, Nate?
Hey, Nick. I like
Where did it come from, sir?
I just stayed silent, not even saying it.
9.
Is the over under 14 on the hair flip?
I'm going to say just under.
Do you know where it came from? Then why don't you say, I don't know?
I'm going for over.
I'm sorry?
Here comes one right here.
If you were to
Get
touch
ready.
it, or if you were to touch
Oh, he flipped it.
Marijuana? When did you last use marijuana?
Don't say a couple days ago.
Where'd you get the marijuana from? I can't hear you. The same one that gave you the crown?
What
I
did
can't
you have?
hear you.
What'd you have to do to get that?
9.
Is that yes? Sir, you need to talk from your gut. Pretend like you're yelling. And who's this individual here with you today? Does she know that you use alcohol?
She does now.
Do you use alcohol on a regular basis? No, I know she knows you got caught because she's here with you.
10. Damn it. we're getting
Prior
close.
to this, does she know that you're using alcohol? What about marijuana? And are you earning any money?
Selling
Who's
weed,
going to pay
yes.
for your fine?
I only like the
You
apple
what?
there for a little bit.
How are you going to earn the money?
Paper route, perhaps?
Chores? I know things that you should be doing around the house just because you live there. You think you should get paid for that?
I hope they can't hear me when I say this, but I'd like to beat his little ass, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, he deserves it. Just speak up.
Can we order him to have his haircut, Your Honor?
Answer the question.
Oh, I feel like 11.
Well,
There it
here's
is.
what I'm going to
Boom.
Oh, we're so
I'm
close.
going to accept your plea of responsible.
Not really.
Not at
We're
all.
going to set the sentencing to January
Done yet.
24th
I got over 14 here.
at
Hold
10:30
tight.
a.m.
Where are we at? 11, right?
And
Yeah.
you're going to participate
Come
in
on,
random
kid.
drug testing
I
between
see
now
it.
and then.
I see it falling forward a little bit.
Oh, come on. He needs to speak every time he moves forwards.
So
When
you stop probation for that information. All right? You're
I try to
14
stay
years
away
old,
from the
sir, and you're
liquor.
using marijuana and alcohol.
Correct.
wow, he went. Like,
Not a good path to be on at all.
did you see that? See, he's you
All
want.
right, we'll see you back in January.
You might want to ask again how he got
12. There was 12 right there as he's walking off screen, Creed.
because the way he just like went under it, like that was weird.
I guess we should take a break. Yeah. You want to whisper off camera?
We have anything better for us at the moment.
Do you want to keep whispering?
Yeah, sorry, guys. Even if that was cranked up, I think even if you were standing within a foot from him, you still wouldn't hear.
They're so scared.
Yeah,
'Cause,
he's just talking. But you wouldn't even. I'm serious. If you were in that courtroom, you're still. Yeah, at least he didn't. See, I would have pressed him a little bit on it.
Look at this little behind the scenes as the court reporter is sitting chatting with
Miss Ford.
Miss Ford coming in here.
Favorite kind of little chiclets type gum is the ones that had Ford on them. They were good.
Is that lady naked?
Nah, I see a strap.
That's a necklace, my friend.
Kids, that was 3 kids in a row that were trouble. My God.
Like I said, it was very reminiscent of our good friend Judge
Hello?
Kim.
Real quick, come back in just a second. No offense, but Judge Boyd looks different over here in this one. I'm just not used to.
She needs this camera angle.
I like the
this camera
sideways with
angle.
the flowers and the. Oh, she heard us. I didn't mean anything bad by it, Judge Boyd.
Judge Boyd, not the
I'm just
best
saying.
look.
That is a different look than I'm used to, is all I'm saying.
When your turn's up to go in with the attorney, I will go ahead and send you to the breakout room, okay?
I didn't know the court reporter did this kind of thing in the back.
Thank you.
Is that right?
Zoom court's got the court reporter working overtime.
I no bag and no
Good afternoon, Mr. Trevenant.
no bag and no flowers.
Hi, good afternoon.
Hey, real quick, I
are
want
you
to
here for?
jump over to
I'm here for plan.
Go ahead.
here. Oh, did they just cut it?
Oh no!
Look at him. Can we go back?
With Charlie.
Oh, we can't give him
Attorney, Mr. Austin.
Hang on, we can watch
All
this.
right, Christopher Williams, please.
Quentin Tarantino, attorney at law.
Oh God. Good luck with that.
All right, good afternoon, sir. Are you Christopher David Williams? I didn't hear your response, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Heard you that time.
Thank you. You might step up closer to the table so I can hear you a little bit better.
He looks fun.
Thank you. And Mr. Austin, if you would enter your appearance, please.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor, and good afternoon. Jared Austin appearing on behalf of Mr. Williams for the purpose of this hearing only.
Lola. Yeah.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Williams, I have two files. The
He's
first
in a
file
winger
is
cover.
22-03326FY. This is a complaint, sir, alleging on or about November 28th of this year at 910 Westmoreland Avenue, City of Lansing, Ingham County, Michigan. Count 1 alleges that you did assault, batter, wound, resist, obstruct, oppose, or endanger Officer Cigar Candell, a police officer of Lansing Police Department that the defendant knew or had reason to know was
Guys, look at
performing
Jared's
his or
face.
her duties and caused a bodily injury
Am I right?
requiring medical attention or medical care to that person. That is contrary to law, sir. It is a felony. Maximum penalty is 4 years
Hi,
and
Carol.
for $5,000. Count 2 alleges that you did assault, batter, wound, resist, obstruct, oppose, or endanger Officer Zachariah Vanderwerp, a police officer of Lansing
Zachariah
Police
Burke.
Department that the defendant knew or had
Zachary
reason
Burke.
to know was performing his or her duties. Again, contrary to law, a felony, maximum 2 years and or $2,000. Count 3 alleges that you did assault, batter, wound, resist, obstruct, oppose, or endanger Officer
Hits.
William Turbo, a police officer of Lansing Police Department that the defendant knew or had reason to know was performing his or
Excuse
her
me for just a
duties.
moment.
Also contrary to
Guy
law,
looks a little bit
felony,
familiar.
sir, maximum 2 years or $2,000. Do you understand these charges, sir, and the maximum penalties?
Jokes.
I understand the BS, Your Honor.
Ow!
Burn.
Williams, did you read the advice of rights the court provided you today?
I'm not sure.
Okay, let's go over your rights because they're very important. Sir, you have the right to plead guilty, not guilty, or stand mute. You have the right to a
Yeah.
trial by a judge or a jury. And at that trial, you can present or confront witnesses. If they would not appear, sir, the court can order them to do so. You also have the right to an attorney, and if you cannot afford one, one can be appointed for you at court expense. Additionally, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or write can be used against you, and you always have the right to have a lawyer
Lansing.
present with you at
Michigan,
any
I
time
believe.
you are questioned. Sir, you're also presumed innocent, so if found guilty, it must be beyond a reasonable doubt.
The
Understand
RW,
those
I believe,
rights,
is
Mr. Williams?
Rockaware.
Yes, Your Honor.
Unless they sponsor
All
the.
right. Then, with that being said, is he applying for a court-appointed attorney, Mr. Austin?
He is, Your Honor.
Okay. With that said, we have 2 hearings set for you. You have a probable cause conference scheduled for Thursday, December 8th at 9:30 a.m. There is a preliminary exam following that Thursday, December 15th at 10:30 a.m. Both hearings are with Judge Stacia Buchanan.
Yeah. Did they say if that was all in one day or not? Because that's a hell of a day.
It seemed like a very busy day for this guy.
Right, Flush? Isn't that the same as Fubu, Damon John's brand? I think. Doesn't seem like that
Yes.
typical Rockaware.
Okay, so
you know.
that Zoom is
Doesn't seem like his usual brand, is what you're saying.
conference, so you can
I
appear
can see
by
that.
Zoom.
I'm pretty sure he went
or
to
that
Ross
conference
Dress for Less and
only.
said,
If you
"This
do
is
not
green.
have
I like it."
access, however, to
Green
Zoom,
brings out my
you have to
eyes.
appear in person for both hearings. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
I know it's bullshit.
Or is there anything I told you that you do not understand?
No, no.
I love this guy already. All right. So yesterday, Creed, we missed something.
Uh-oh.
Your court dates are Monday for the show cause. We're on the case where you just
Not every
owe
day we
money,
get a charismatic
and
cult
on
leader
the
being brought up
felony,
on
it's
charges.
a probable
I was
cause
thinking ZZ
conference on
Top was
December
in town.
8th.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, anything else?
No, ma'am, thank you for everything.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate it. All right, thank
You're
you.
a little dope
Thank you.
sick. You okay, man? Everything all right, dude?
How.
We're also talking about having a probable cause hearing in our courtroom.
Why are we allowing this man to wear
Do you understand
sunglasses?
what I
At
have
night.
just explained to you, and you're in agreement? If you could just raise your hand or give me a thumbs up, either one would be great. All right. Thank you.
All right, man. I mean, this guy could be a complete bust, but just seeing him,
Oh, just his looks great.
he's got just an amazing look.
Yeah. And he was working on his I don't know if you call that a beard now that it's at that point, but
I mean, it's very, very long.
or blind.
What is your name, sir?
Guy Steinman.
Okay.
What? You guys all think the same thing. This is great.
Did he say Blindstein? I'm Blindstein, blind Magellan's illegitimate
Okay,
son.
we
Oh,
we
that's
don't have an
Jay-Z's
address
friend.
that you're
Okay, got
certain of and no email at this time. Is that correct?
Correct.
Nah, man, no
Um,
email.
But you did provide a phone number. Is it okay with you if the court uses your phone number to have contact with you?
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
The outer drive address is not a good address anymore?
Ma'am, I'm a little bit confused on this. The Iraqi immigrant, I understand, is in possession of it, but then I hear he's not. I get
Possession of what?
the American Inn Hotel.
Oh, I see. Is that what the Dundee address is?
Yes.
Iraqis.
So you just don't know if you're gonna, if you want to live there? Is that what you're saying?
No, ma'am, he had the law come and collect me and run me right off that property. I was
Okay,
just-
oh, I see. So you might not be able to go back for reasons
but I was-
unrelated. Got it.
I was told, but I don't know if this is true again, ma'am, that sleep-in suits in Milan is supposed to belong to me and this closed down and that
He owns it?
the law enforcement is supposed to have the key.
He
for me.
owns a
I
hotel?
was told this by the pharmacist.
The
at the
Iraqis steal that from
CVS
each other.
drugstore
Oh, I'm
on
so
Plymouth
sorry.
Road that is adjoining right behind the Plum Market.
Yeah, that's worth the back.
Come and collect me and run me right off that property. I was
Okay,
just-
oh, I see. So you might not be able to go back for.
You can bring him a
reasons
pharmacist. Listen.
but I was-
Unrelated. Got it.
I was told, but I don't know if this is true again, ma'am. That
This is great.
sleep-in suits in Milan is supposed to belong to me and this closed down and that the law enforcement is supposed to have the key for me. I was told this by the pharmacist at the CVS drugstore on Plymouth Road that is adjoining right behind the Plum Market. The pharmacist is a real nice lady that also worked at the Milan CVS drugstore. There's a young lady there by the Anastasia that works with her. That's-
Okay, well, I'm not sure why you're telling me all of this.
I might have an address.
Oh, I see. Okay. But
That's the longest way to get around to tell somebody, "Yeah, I might have an address because I own a hotel."
I'm the dude.
Of course you are. Of course you are.
But while we're speaking to each other today, there's no address
my
for me to
God.
put into the
No,
computer.
ma'am, because I'm uncertain of everything.
Okay, got it. All right. State of Michigan versus Guy Steinman, 22F.
Guy Steinman.
1002.
Nate for the win.
Your office was previously appointed on this matter. Ms. Kleeman, you may proceed when you're ready.
Thank you. Assistant Public Defender Melissa Kleeman on behalf of Mr. Steinman. I did have the chance to meet with him. It looks like he had failed to appear at probable cause conference on October 13th of this year. I did ask him what happened. He stated that he did appear on Zoom, but he was having trouble unmuting. He could hear the judge, but the court could not hear him. He stated that he had contacted the public defender's office and was waiting, or he thought he was waiting to be notified of the next court date. I did explain to him that there was a bond issued of $10,000 by Judge Simpson and that this court can only alter that
Judge
under
Simpson.
particular circumstances. He does understand that. He understands that's what the bond is likely to be. We are just asking for the closest possible court date.
Okay, yes, all of that is accurate. The bond is $10,000 cash or surety. The next available court date is December 8th at 9 a.m. Okay, anything else?
No, ma'am.
No, Your Honor.
Have a nice
Right.
day.
Yep, you're all set, Mr. Steinman. Thank you.
Have a nice day, ma'am.
All right.
Okay.
Now you stay
And we
chill,
had
baby.
one more.
I
Who
just
was the
want you
first
to know,
person that we did?
Judge,
Robertson.
I love you.
That needed to be entered. too. The jury took
Anytime,
it.
any place. You're at Find
Can we
yourself
get Mr. Reed? There we go. Hello, could you state your name?
anytime you're a place to stay, Judge. Don't forget the Homes to Suites American Inn belongs to me. You walk in there, you tell them, hey, guy sent me. He said I could have a room completely free, comped, top dollar. He said, give me the suite. It's all yours. Don't you worry, Judge. I got you.
I'm the dude.
All right, so I don't think I have this entire case here. I don't know. We're going to get into it because Creed's not here and his doesn't have any volume, so we're going to try it.
Name, please.
And is that to be Lamar Reeves?
Okay. Mr. Reeves, I have your mailing address on Kensington in Ypsilanti. Is that a good place for you to get mail from the court?
Yes.
Cool.
And you provided an email today. Is it okay if the court uses your email to have contact with you?
Yes.
It's
No
BBW
phone number
Lover
right now?
69 at Yahoo.
No. Officers took my phone for some reason.
Okay.
Well, that's not nice.
This is State of Michigan versus Anthony Reeves, 22FB 4016. I have
That's what you
received
call
a
stretching for
petition
time.
requesting a court-appointed lawyer.
didn't
I will
work.
sign that. You may proceed when you're ready, Ms. Reed.
Thank you. Sylvana Reed, Assistant Public Defender with and on behalf of Mr. Reeves. We have reviewed the complaint, so we will waive a formal reading and stand mute.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Doby.
Thank you, Your Honor. In this case as well, we're asking for a $25,000 surety bond and a GPS for tether for tracking purposes. Mr. Reeves was with his co-defendant during that the chase that we have described earlier.
Chase. All right, here we go.
Again, resulting from the police attempting to stop them regarding a shooting that had happened.
That's Pew Pew Derby.
The chase proceeded through residential streets. After the crash, Mr. Reeves fled the vehicle and was then chased down by police officers there. He is, I know I've missed I believe he is on felony probation here.
He's got kind of crazy
in Washtenaw
eyes.
County as well.
I don't think he was the driver, though. He's not
Acting
being
up.
charged with the fleeing and eluding, right?
This is correct.
Frank
Okay.
Beans.
Currently on probation. This is a violation of probation. What are you on probation for, Mr.
Yet another
Reeves?
one.
I'm on probation for felony firearm and
Look,
It was
no
just
offense,
listed as
Anthony,
a
but I
phone
thought
lease.
you were in jail.
Okay. And that's who's your judge on that case?
Conkey and Washington.
All right.
He's
So you're on
been in
probation in
trouble.
2 courts. So you understand that this
That's not a
case
good
is
one.
violation of your probation.
Yeah, I don't understand the charges though.
Oh,
You're charged with 1 count of resisting and obstructing the police. And as I understand it from speaking with the state trooper that authorized, that gave the testimony about this charge, the allegation is that you were in a passenger in a car that the police were trying to get to stop, and when that chase resulted in a crash, you got out of the car and ran.
I
Okay,
didn't.
that's what the charge is. You asked me
Okay.
that you didn't understand. We're not having a conversation about whether or not you're guilty of that. That's
I
not
was-
what
I
we're
was just-
doing today, but that's what the charge is, okay?
Yana, this car stopped and I
And,
heard this music. Run.
Okay, go ahead.
I had to
Ms.,
go.
Reed.
Thank you. We did review that bond recommendation form, and I did note that the prosecutor is asking for the $25,000 bond. Mr. Reeves maintains his innocence in this matter, and while he does understand the seriousness of the charges, would like to ask for a personal bond in this matter. He understands that he will have to go before the judges that he is on probation with regarding the violation that this new case will cause in those matters. But he would like to be able to be released from this matter as quickly as possible.
I think he
once
might
he's
be
able
going to
released on those.
prison.
Okay, so the prosecutor is seeking the 25,000 cash or surety in part based on the chase, which the driving chase, as I understand it, which Mr. Reeves can't be held responsible for the driving portion of this incident. However, being on bond for 2 different cases in 2 different courts, the way it indicates a flight risk because of now being accused of at a minimum not cooperating with the police.
And having a pew-pew.
There are 2 or more previous felony
Allegedly.
convictions in within the past 5 years, which implicates the statute that requires a financial component. And this whole thing started because the police believed that the vehicle Mr. Reeves was in and the people in the vehicle may have been involved in a shooting. So there is some danger to the community.
Yeah,
I'm going to set the same bond that I set on the co-defendant, which is 10,000 cash or surety. I know the cases are slightly different, but
So we brought
the
it down a
differences
little
don't necessarily
from 25 to 10.
go to Mr. Reeves' favor. So 10,000 cash or surety, no alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal drugs, no firearms, weapons, or ammunition, no criminal behavior, no assaultive behavior. Do not leave the state of Michigan without permission.
A lot of
the
rules.
court.
What are you
No
doing using your big
contact
school
with
words?
the
Just use normal
co-defendant,
people
Mr.
words and I'll
Davis.
understand what you're talking about.
I believe that's it. Do you have any questions about the bond conditions? Okay, the court date is
Cat
December
has
8th
good
at
day.
approximately 9 a.m. over Zoom.
And not liking us.
Anything else?
It's
That is
got
all.
a
You're all set, Mr.
falls in
Reeves.
the
Thank you.
majority instead of the minority. So
I'm sorry, Your Honor, did the court order a tether and I just missed it or no?
I did not order a tether.
Okay.
I didn't hear
You got something,
request
Creed?
that. I'm sorry.
I
A tracking? Okay, and he's already stepped out.
Sorry.
I'm not
yeah, no,
sure
I'm
what's
sorry.
going on, but let's we'll just
Okay, have
jump
you
in
ever
and
been married
see.
to Charles Madison?
Yes, sir. After the birth of Mason.
Oh, so you, okay. But was he conceived during your marriage?
No,
Marge?
sir.
Okay.
How do you spell that? M-U-R-R.
it was conceived
But when
outside of the
Mason was
merge.
born, did you reference Charles Madison as being the father of that child on an affidavit of paternity?
Yes, sir.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so you named Charles your husband at that time. Later down the road,
When you were married.
well, were you married at the time of the birth or not?
No, sir.
Okay, so thereafter, after you married Charles, then the 2 of you completed an affidavit of paternity
She's
acknowledging
trying to finger him for it.
that Charles was the biological father of that child. Is that correct?
Charles filled that out at the hospital when Mason was born. We were dating.
Not married.
Okay. And you likewise signed that, correct?
Never sign a birth certificate,
Yes, sir.
gentlemen.
Well,
Never.
you've since recently, in August of this year, filed the motion to revoke that paternity, alleging that Charles knew he was not the father, and you were already pregnant when and before you met Charles. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Charles.
Who is the
Damn.
biological father of your son Mason?
Michael Adkins.
Is there any question in your mind?
No relation.
So you're asking the court to adopt this DNA test report determining that Michael Adkins is the biological father of the child Mason?
Yes, please.
All right.
Can we trust her? She's told us so many lies already.
Yeah, she's
Why did it take 3 years to raise the issue?
effing guys outside of her merge.
Michael and I were not in contact at all. When we broke
Don't
up,
sign.
it was on very bad terms, and he was on probation and told not to contact me. And we just went about our life.
Sounds like a great guy to be the father.
Who does
Okay.
Mason look to as his father?
Nobody.
Michael, me, Michael, and Mason live together currently.
For how long? A couple weeks?
No.
You are
almost a year.
Okay. So the question is to whom, who does Mason believe his father to be? Who does he
You
look
are
to
not
for
the
parental guidance? Charles or Michael? Okay.
Michael.
Does he have any contact with Charles?
No, sir.
And you were never married to Charles, correct?
I was married to Charles.
Murray.
I'm
Oh,
trying to
that's
get,
right. Okay.
She lied to
I'm sorry,
Charles.
you
She
said
was
that.
already
So
pregnant
is your
when
divorce
she
action
met
pending right
Charles.
now?
Ended up
yes,
marrying Charles
not
eventually.
cooperating, but yes, you're the judge for that as well.
Okay. Do you have a court date on that?
I do, sir. It's on December 9th.
Lies.
Okay. And we sent you a proposed judgment of divorce, a form judgment, correct?
Sorry, what?
The court sent you a proposed form judgment of divorce, correct?
That is correct. He
I think
refuses.
non-bio trying to get out of it.
Yeah,
You guys wanna get
he
divorced?
signed it thinking
Now,
he
he's
was
not
the father,
the
finds out
father.
he's not the father. Now
Correct?
she's left him for the actual father.
He will not cooperate.
Okay. Have you served him with a divorce complaint?
I have attempted multiple times and have provided that proof to the court.
She loves guys that are in
You will
trouble.
not
She
be
left a
able-
good
you're
man,
gonna
probably
call
go to
both
this
out service. I'm
POS
letting you know in advance
that
that
was
you
going
know,
to
you're not
jail.
gonna get divorced, so you have them personally served, and then you need to file an affidavit of service or hire a process server.
I
and
think
then
her
let them
kid's
know where he's
puking. Did you
working,
hear
where he
that?
lives. They can serve him, and then if he doesn't file a written answer within 20 days, you can file a default.
Cucking them out like
Okay.
this. Shame.
Again, even if maybe buy him lunch or something, if in fact he will meet with you and acknowledge, you can sign acknowledgement of receiving
Is that
some
all it
complaints.
takes?
Can we
and
talk
maybe
to
he'll do the
Charles's
judgment. There's really
attorney?
nothing issue.
Why the fuck would you say that? What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
Thank
No,
you.
sir, there's no.
Charles's attorney, everybody.
Well, I would reach out to him again and just say, let's move on with our individual lives. It complicates things if you continue to be married and do not have any other children.
Virginia,
It,
she had
creates,
sex with another man
Okay.
while she was
issue.
married. Let me see if I can
Michael,
pause that.
no,
Yep.
no, no, no. Michael was a man that she was with. Michael was
Oh,
a real
okay.
piece of crap and
All
was
right.
going to jail. So they kind of split up. She knew she was pregnant when they split up. She goes
By
and
him.
meets Charles.
Child.
Yeah. Goes and meets Charles. She convinces Charles it's his baby. She has the baby. They end up getting married later. He signs the birth certificate and everything else. Then Michael gets out of the hooscow. She then decides she wants to leave Charles, the man who took on this child, even though he thought it was his and it wasn't, to go back to Michael, who the baby does belong to. And yeah, and just F Charles as hard as they can. Charles is the loser here.
It's pretty spot on.
Damn it, Charles.
So
Or
what the
lunch.
court is, either get him a higher process server, get him served, or even if you got to buy him lunch to convince him to meet with you to review the proposed judgment, have him sign it. I don't know why
Lunch,
he
you
would
say.
not. But if he's not going to cooperate, you need to have him served, and then you need to wait.
Poor
20 days to
Charles.
file
He's
the
probably loves the kid,
Okay.
loves her.
All right, is Michael Atkins present?
Oh,
He is here.
there he is.
Yeah. Stud.
Michael Atkins.
He
Mr.
likes to
Atkins, did you hear
hunt.
the testimony of Rebecca Urbance this afternoon?
Yes, sir.
Griggs, he's going to look
Your
like you in a
testimony
couple
to
of
the
years.
best of your knowledge.
Yeah, that hair's
Yes, sir.
thinning.
Did you review and did you receive and review a DNA test report from DNA Diagnostics dated November 11th, 2022?
Kidding.
Suggests there's a significant probability of paternity on your part for minor child Mason.
I hope Charles is here.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
They can't even get Charles'
Do you
contact.
admit and acknowledge that you're the biological father of that child?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Have you developed a relationship?
I love her.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Have you developed a relationship with that child?
Yes, Your Honor.
Does he look to you? Does he call you
Just his
dad?
head.
Yes, Your
It's
Honor.
a floating head.
And you understand if the court determines that you're the biological father, then Mason is a legal heir of yours and you have an obligation to support Mason. Do you understand that?
Legal heir
Yes, Your Honor.
to the
Do
Michael
you have any questions for the court?
Atkins fortune.
No, I do not.
Or just for Ginger.
Right. All right. The court will enter an order today determining that Michael Atkins is in fact the biological father of Mason James Madison.
Did we ever do a one of them test
The
things? You
affidavit
know?
of parentage.
I hope Charles didn't
Madison,
pay any
biological
child
father of
support.
Mason is revoked.
He's just revoked this dude's parental rights.
Not the biological father of the minor child Mason.
Kind of quick.
Now Michael Atkins may be named as the father of the minor child Mason on the child's birth certificate. And this resolves all outstanding issues in this case.
They both got real sweet.
No, sir.
Okay, you'll be mailed a copy of this order. That will conclude this matter. But on your divorce action,
Put a baby in me.
the Charles served, or
Do you think she's pregnant right now by
review
Charles's
to-
kid?
To secure his cooperation, even in buying.
I hope for Charles's sake. No,
Yes,
he's
sir.
been through enough.
All
Poor
right.
guy.
Okay, that
Poor
I
guy.
got that quick. That
Wow.
was perfect timing, I guess.
It is good timing. 1 hour in, and you know what? We're going to call it a day right there, Creed. A lot of craziness, a lot of excitement going on today. But we all got to feel bad for Charles.
Poor Charles and
My
the kid
statement with him was
are the ones that really lost.
Yes. But look, Michael Atkins is now going to take over all fatherly duties. And for God's sakes, until he gets in jail again, maybe he'll do a good job. Hopefully.
I hope Charles found himself a new hottie. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, guys. We'll see you at 4:05 for We Got to Chase.
That's right. We got Chase. Name to be determined. Make sure you're there for that.
It is Taco Tuesday, no matter what.
Yeah, no matter what. Excitement, we got it. Make sure you're there for that. Also, big thank you to Dallas Alice. And look, that's kind of weird, Creed. Have we ever had a monetary monorail that both people first names have to do with like states and cities?
No, that
Dallas Alice and Georgia Peach.
Absolute first thanks to both of you. And you know who's handsome? That's funny. I think that was it on History Channel by any chance?
I think it was an episode of King of the Hill.
No, you know what I'm thinking of? Who's handsome? No, so I haven't seen that one, but I have seen they were mushroom foragers, if I'm not mistaken.
Truffles.
In North Carolina. I think. It's a long time ago. Yeah.
All right, guys. Please do us a favor. Like this. If you haven't already liked it, please do so. And subscribe to our case only channel that we're trying to build. We got a case. We're halfway there. Oh, we're living off of air.
Dallas, I'm hoping for the same thing, but that depends on if the tree is down at the bottom of the big shed I got, or it might be up top. If it's up top, it's going to be a couple days.
Now you got plenty of time. Until the next time, guys.
I'm really hoping it's downstairs.
Who loves you, baby?
I want to be like a grocery update. Yeah. We don't have any.
But it didn't deliver yesterday. Like your wife said. It was coming.
No.
Don't you worry. Don't you worry, Creed baby. Them groceries are coming tomorrow.
You need some water.
It's going to happen. Water.
Glass of water.
You guys look parched.